Far away in the heart of the endless blue ocean, there was a mysterious island that no map ever showed. Sailors called it the Island of Whispers, for strange voices were said to echo from its shores on stormy nights. One day, a young explorer named Alara set out on a voyage, determined to find this hidden island. She had read old journals, followed ancient star charts, and listened to countless tales from old fishermen, who claimed to have seen the island only in their dreams. After weeks of sailing, her boat was caught in a sudden storm. The winds howled and the sea roared, tossing her tiny vessel like a leaf. Just when she thought all was lost, the storm calmed, and through the morning mist, Alara saw land, lush, green, and untouched by time. She stepped onto the island and was amazed by its beauty. Birds sang songs no one had ever heard. Flowers glowed softly in the shade. In the heart of the island, she found ancient ruins with carvings that seemed to tell stories from a forgotten world. But the whispers were real. At night, soft voices drifted through the air, not threatening, but curious, as if the island itself was alive, watching and welcoming her. She followed the whispers to a cave by the sea, where she discovered a glowing crystal resting on a stone pedestal. As she touched it, a vision filled her mind. The island had once been home to a wise and peaceful people who vanished after sealing their knowledge within the crystal. Alara knew she had to protect the island. She returned to her boat, marked the location secretly, and sailed away, carrying the story in her heart. She never revealed the island's position, but often told the tale of the Island of Whispers, where the past still speaks and the ocean keeps its secrets well. Years passed, and Alara became a renowned explorer, but no discovery ever felt as magical as the Island of Whispers. Though she never revealed its location, she often felt its presence in her dreams, calling to her gently like the tide pulling at the shore. One night, Alara dreamed of the crystal glowing brighter than ever. She saw the island in trouble, its trees wilting, its skies darkening, and the whispers now filled with fear. She awoke with a start, knowing the island needed her. Without hesitation, Alara prepared her old boat, now worn with time, but still strong. She followed the same stars that had guided her years ago. The journey was harder this time, storms raged stronger, and the ocean felt colder. But her heart guided her more surely than any compass. At last, she reached the island, but it had changed. The once bright jungle was darker, and the birds no longer sang. The whispers were louder now, urgent and pleading. Alara hurried to the crystal cave, only to find the crystal cracked and pulsing with dim light. Suddenly, a figure emerged from the shadows. It was made of mist and moonlight, the spirit of the island. It spoke without words, sharing its sorrow. A dark force had awakened beneath the sea, threatening to swallow the island and its memories forever. Alara knelt by the crystal and placed her hand on it once more. This time, the island spoke through her. She felt its power flow into her, not to keep, but to share. The knowledge and magic stored within the island had to be passed on to protect it. With all her strength, Alara called out to the sea, to the winds, and to the sky. Light burst from the cave, spreading across the island like dawn after the longest night. The plants bloomed again, the birds returned, and the whispers turned to songs of joy. Alara had become the guardian of the island. She stayed there from then on, no longer needing to wander. Travelers who pass through that part of the ocean sometimes speak of strange songs in the wind, or a soft voice guiding them away from danger. Few believe those stories, but some say if you're quiet enough and the ocean is still, you can hear her whispers. And if you're lucky, you might even see the island rising like a dream from the mist. Decades passed. Alara's name became legend, spoken in stories by sailors and adventurers, though few believed she ever truly existed. The Island of Whispers faded again into myth, lost among stars and sea foam, but stories have a way of waiting for the right listener. Far away in a bustling coastal town, a curious girl named Lyra found an old book in her grandfather's attic. Its pages were filled with strange symbols, sketches of glowing flowers, and a faded map marked only with a single name, Alara. Lyra was no ordinary girl. She heard things others didn't, wind humming in patterns, waves whispering her name. When she touched the book, she felt warmth, as if something long ago was calling her forward. Guided by instinct, Lyra built a small sailboat and set off into the ocean, following the mysterious map. Days turned to weeks. Just as she began to lose hope, a mist rolled in. Through the haze, she saw a shimmer of green, an island rising like a memory from the sea. The Island of Whispers. Unlike Alara's first visit, the island welcomed Lyra with open arms. Flowers bloomed as she walked by. Birds followed her through the trees. At the heart of the island, she found the same cave, and there, beside the glowing crystal, stood a figure of light. It was Alara, older, wiser, and glowing with the spirit of the island. "You heard us," Elara said, her voice like wind in the leaves. "The island chose you as it once chose me. It is time." With a gentle smile, Elara passed her staff to Lyra. The crystal flared with light, and the island itself seemed to breathe. Elara's form slowly faded, becoming one with the wind, the sea, the whispers. Lyra had become the new guardian. She stayed, learning the language of trees, the songs of birds, and the power of the ocean's rhythm. She recorded her knowledge in new books, carefully hidden across the world for those who might one day be chosen. And so the cycle continued. Even now, if you listen closely near certain forgotten shores, you might hear a voice in the wind. Some say it's the island calling, some say it's just the sea, but others know the truth. The island of whispers is real, and it's waiting for the next voice to hear it.